the potential of carrying out another execution next month. A local group that opposes the death penalty is debating that issue tonight. They hosted a public forum that included death row survivors and family members of victims. Our Kiana Jordan was there. She's live in the studio now. What were they talking about during that forum tonight, Kiana?
Well, Brian, we got to hear from the family members of a murder victims and a man who was sentenced to death here in South Carolina and was released from prison 38 years later. Now, their goal was to change the narrative around capital punishment in the state. Now, it was a night of pain, reflection, and calls for change at the Benedict College B.E.S.T Live Center for the Palmetto Journey of Hope series tour. Now, the group South Carolinians Against the Death Penalty is hosting these forums featuring people directly impacted by the death penalty. Tonight, Mose Peterson, a death row survivor, shared the story of how he was sentenced to death, even though he says he never pulled the trigger. After 2 years, he was taken off death row and served out his sentence in prisons across the state. Now, another woman, Yvonne Patterson, shared the story of being the mother to a daughter killed by domestic violence and a teen son who was killed as well. Now, she says she also shared the memories of the depression she saw her mother go through when her brother was sentenced to death. Now, former Richland County Sheriff's Department Sergeant Walter McDaniels was also a part of the discussion, and he has more than 20 years of investigating experience and says authorities don't always get it right. Each speaker says the death penalty should be abolished.
It devastated our whole family. My mother isolated. My mother didn't want it to be, it wasn't talked about. It was hush hush.
During the time when that judge sentenced me to death, he said something that really, it hurt him. Because my mother heard him say it. He said, "My only regret is that you can't immediately be taken out of this courtroom and put to death." Mm-hmm. That's what he said.
The system can be broken on the front end, so that I know that there are individuals in prison who are in fact innocent.
Now, tonight's event is one of several stops in the Palmetto Journey of Hope tour. Organizers say they'll continue traveling through the state to push for legislative change and raise awareness.